come to talk to you about a fact. What? I'm a university student. I'm an open university student. Sorry, I'm trying to pull my shirt out because it's like too tucked in. Give me a moment. So yeah, I'm a university student. I go to the Open University, so I'm online, and people talk about this a lot because they don't really know what it is. A lot of people are posting videos about it, but a lot of them are kind of old now, or they've gone 4 years ago, especially like during a time like lockdown or COVID. That is a bit different than, you know, being able to go out in the world. So I thought I'll talk about it and just like rate it, I guess. But yeah, welcome. This is my video about explaining what it's like to be an open university student in 2026. So, I started in like October 2025, so I've been doing it for a few months now, and I've just completed 2 essays. I've just completed 2 essays per subject of what I'm currently doing, so that's where I am in my journey. I think there's like 5 or 6 in total. So, I am currently studying childhood and youth studies, and both of them are like at a grade 2 or a level 2, because you can do open university throughout 6 years or even more. They don't really do like year 1, year 2, year 3. It's more like levels or grades, and you have to do the course within a certain amount of time, but you can kind of, you know, just like be kind of free with how you do it. Like you could just do 1 module each year, and maybe you can have a break within that as well. But today, right now, this year, I am doing 2. I'm doing childhood and youth studies, which I'm really loving, and developing leadership, which I'm also really loving. They're both at a level 2. Yeah, so because I'm on a level 2 and not a level 1, it's because in like 2020 I already finished a year of university, so I went to Rosebery for drama school, but it's not really something that I like to talk about because it wasn't a really good time in my life, but it was also COVID and a lot was going on. But that's that. But I didn't have to do the first year again. So yeah, and I feel like I love learning, and I've always loved learning. So being back in a university space where learning is seen as extremely important, it feels really awesome. But I also love the fact that I don't have to miss, not like real life. I know obviously university is real life, but like I don't have to miss like going out and like socializing with people who are not uni students, and also like work. I'm a theatre person. I can't really take on a university schedule and theatre work at the same time. It just doesn't really work for me, so it's nice that I can fit in my own schedule. But I wanted to make this a bit more categorical rather than me just talking at you like I have been doing. So I wanted to start with, well, I'm already on it. So let's start with how it fits into my life, because I've already kind of talked about it. I do 3 study days because I'm also doing a different course with someone else, which is not uni based. It's more like spiritual, which I'll probably talk about at a different point. But so for Open University, I do 2 study days, and that is not including reading the material or going on any like extra things that are not part of the course. So I spend 2 days and a lot, like 4 or 5 hours within those days, sat down at my desk or wherever downstairs at the table and going through the online resources, and they are posted. You can go on anything at any time, so the whole module is posted, but it is posted by having a week and then having a set number of things that you need to do, and it's like such a simple interface on your computer that it really, really makes sense. You just go onto the week, you do the work that's for that week, and then you go on to the next week when it's time. And it's also got a really, really good bar of progress, so you feel like I always feel like I'm running out of time. But I'm not, because I can see that bar of progress and I'm up to date with everything and I'm not too far ahead either. And it's great. We also have our assessments and our forums. I'm still getting quite used to using the forums because I feel like it's a little bit, I'm just not used to it yet, so I'm a bit like awkward about posting, but I'm doing a lot better because that is one of my assessment criteria for developing leadership. So I thought I'd just get better with both childhood and leadership for that. But you can talk and you can know who's in your module groups and also your tutor groups. And it's just really, really easy to use, and it doesn't take that much time out of your day. I'm quite a headstrong person where sometimes when I was in uni, I'd look around and be like, I know this piece of information, especially within the theatre industry. Like I've been training since I was really, really young, like I was 13. So like I knew a lot more, not all the time, but I knew a lot more than they were teaching me sometimes. So it was just like waiting to be over with a class. But this the Open University, if I 100% get something, then I won't spend that long on it because I'm going at my own pace, and that means I can go faster but also slower at different times. Yeah, hope that helps. The tutors, I wanted to point that out. So I have 2 tutors. I don't really go I'm not that involved online because I've made really, really good friends outside of university that I really want to spend time with them more. So I don't really do the clubs and stuff, but there are loads and loads of really, really cool clubs that you can join if you're an Open University student or an alumni. But I wanted to talk about the tutors. I have 2 tutors. One of them, absolutely amazing. I feel like I would die for her. She's just so kind, and she's constantly like you'll put a point in there and then she'll go, that's a really, really good point. I love it because X, Y, and Z. Have you thought about X, Y, and Z? So she'll make you think more, and she's always writing like full-on paragraphs, and it's so nice because she feels like she's invested in your time and she cares about her students. The other one doesn't do this. And I'm not saying any names, but the other one doesn't do this. The other one writes one-worded answers sometimes, or seems a bit flippant online, and I don't really care for that attitude, but I don't really need him, so it's fine. But even like, I got a better mark with the person who's not as nice, and I felt annoyed by it because there was no feedback. Like, there was no feedback at all. And there was no, like, you did this well because, and this is why you got a good mark. There was just, like, not that much information. I felt like he wasn't looking into it enough. I'm using pronouns, I feel like, but it's fine. There's a lot of different tutors around. But the other tutor, oh my god, she's just so kind. And yeah, I just think she really cares. And the way that she delivered feedback, she obviously knew what she was doing, and she obviously cared about what I wrote and thought it was really good, but that I just needed to improve it in some way, somewhat. And I felt like pressure writing the next one for her because I just wanted it to be so good, and I really, really hope it was good. I'll get the marks back soon. The deadline is tomorrow. I've already done it, but like I'm not going to hear back before the deadline. So that's what my tutors are like. And then that kind of neatly that kind of neatly proceeds me on to the TMAs and the EMAs. So basically they're just assignments. So they can be essays, mainly they're essays for me. There's also a part of my assignment of being on that forum group and writing my opinions and talking to my fellow people, like fellow students. But I'm sure there's different ways of assessing you as well. That's just the ones that I've done and am doing this year. TMA stands for tutor marked assignments, and EMA is like, I don't actually know what it stands for, but like essays, like important, like signed by someone higher than your tutor, I guess. Both kind of hold the same weight. You go through, so my first assignments were only 10% of my overall grade. The next assignment was 20% of my overall grade, and it goes on like that. Just so you can like nestle into it and find your way of speaking in those essays as easy as possible. Yeah, it's really, really cool. I love writing an essay, so I am biased. And I've also learned, because of this wonderful tutor I have, I've learned a lot more about writing really, really good essays. So yeah, I'm just happy that they feel good. Sometimes the word count feels either too short or too long, but that's for every essay, even if you're going to a normal like brick and mortar uni. So yeah, pretty chill. And then one last thing I wanted to talk about. So one last thing I wanted to talk about was the not online resources that you have. There's two ways that I've been delivered this. One of them, the developing leadership, is through separate books. So all of these are separate books. You start off with number 1, leadership and development, and then number 2, leadership as leader's perspective, number 3, collective leadership, and so on and so forth. There's 6 of them, and they're just like good quality, honestly. The actual, like, I feel like some people have said this, they were like, I want to go to a uni that knows what they're doing, and I want to go to a uni that will push me. I feel pushed. I feel like I'm learning almost every week a big whole new thing, and I'm really, really enjoying getting to grips with all the work, and it's really nice to be able to do that at my own pace as well. And the quality is outstanding from what I can tell, and I'm really learning a lot and having a really good time. And it's really like I can understand lots of the messages and the importance of it because of how they're teaching it. So yeah, that's how developing leadership does it. And then and then this is my exploring childhood and youth studies book. It's really beautiful, and you can tell, like, I love watching documentaries now, because a lot of those documentaries have like professors and lecturers on them, and on the bottom, most of all, like majority of the time, it says Open University, and that's me. And I feel seen, and I feel excited about what the future holds because of how many Open University lecturers do these like TV documentaries and stuff. But yeah, I just love it so much. I hope I've made sense of it all to you. If you want me to post any more about my Open University journey, I'll be happy to do that, especially like marks and stuff and how I receive feedback. I don't really want to get into like study tube work, but I might do a few videos here and there. But yeah, I feel pretty good. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've got really nothing more to say, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something.